Hello and welcome to www.luxurytolast.com. Today we're talking classic cars and we're talking E-Type Jaguars. The Jaguar Type 3, the Series 3, is a very lovely car, and many people say it was getting fat and bloated by the third series. And I tend to think the Series 3 is a very beautiful car. You look at the XJS that came after it, and I would much rather have a Series 3 than an XJS. The Series 3, you've got to remember, these cars had to keep pace with the current vehicles at the time. So when Jaguar revised a series, it had to make it appropriate for the time that the car was being sold. Now, the Series 3 was produced from 1971 to 1974, and the big step forward for the Series 3 was the introduction of the 5.3 litre 12-cylinder engine. And they also uprated the brakes, and power steering became standard. The short wheelbase fixed head coupe body was discontinued, and the V12 was available only as a convertible and a 2+2 coupe. The convertible used a longer wheelbase 2+2 floor pan, and it's easily identified, the Series 3, by the aggressive slated front grille in place of the mouth of the earlier cars. The Series 3 had flared wheel arches and a badge of the rear that proclaims it to be a V12. With the Series 1, 2, Series 1.5 and Series 3, Jaguar never actually put a badge on the back that said Series 1, Series 2. These were more things that you just had to know. There was a very limited number of 4.2 litre 6-cylinder Series 3 E-Types built. And they do exist, and it's believed these are the rarest of all types, if indeed any remain, because this you've got to remember, Jaguar had a lot of crossover. If they were changing from Series 1 to Series 2, that's the reason the Series 1.5 came into being, because Jaguar wouldn't throw old body shells away. No, they'd release it with, they'd mix match the Series 1 parts with the Series 2 parts. Now, This has led to like a Frankenstein type thing, and as long as the Jaguar factory did it, it's quite acceptable. What's not acceptable, however, is if you've got a Series 1 car with a late Series 2 engine. You've got bits and pieces. The interior is from a Series 3 or a Series 2. That's what's not acceptable. And the purists are very, very keen to stress that. But these cars, which were crossover cars, are very interesting. And as long as you can prove that was original from the factory, there's no problem there. And that's quite an interesting bit of history about the car. The Series 3 itself, that gorgeous V12 it brought in, well, the funny thing is that the Series 1 with the 3.8 litre had the higher top speed, but that's not the idea with the 12. The 12-cylinder engine is effortless power, and I must say, I've been behind a V12 Series 3 Jaguar, and that rumble of the engine, there's nothing like it. And in my opinion, I think the Series 3 was a great end to the E-Type dynasty. And the Series 3 Roadster is a very desirable car, and I'd certainly love to have one. Thanks very much for watching this review, and don't forget to come to my website www.luxurytolast.com. Thank you.